What is happening, guys? It's Bruins Steel, and this is my post-game video for the Bruins and Leafs. Game 4 ended last night, and damn, what a game last night. And we win the game 3-1 to take a 3-1 series lead. But before I get into the game and stuff like that, I just want to mention something. So I usually do Celtics, post-game videos in the playoff, but I figured this year I'm not going to do post-game videos. I'm going to just do a preview. And once the series is over, I'm going to do a recap video of the series. I just figured that now I have a job, I'm going to be so busy. So, the Bruins and, Leafs, I just try to make it short. I do League of Legends videos one for a while. But the work has sometimes have made me in a depression or tired mood. So sorry about my voice. I just got up. But anyways, I want to talk about the game last night. So I didn't really watch the game a little bit because I was at work. But we won 3-1. Torrey Crude had a goal. Jake DeBross had a goal, and there was one other guy, Brad Marchand. Yeah. Patrice Bergeron was out in this game with a lower back. I think it was a lower hip injury. I can't remember. But offensively, I think Tuukka Rash just took our team on our backs and won this game for us. He played really well, and this is what I'm talking about. Like I said, I rarely was confident that we were going to beat this Leafs team in Toronto, and that's exactly what we did. We have the talent. And Game 3 was a hard-fought game, but Toronto came out. But after that, I had confidence, and we came up with the W. And we now us Bruins fans are we have even more confidence going into Game 5. So, but anyways, talking about Game 5, so 3-1 series lead, and this is just something that it's going to remind us Bruins fans that this happened in 2013. So we took a 3-1 series lead, and Toronto just went on fire and forced the Game 7. They won Game 5 in Boston, and then Game 6, and then Game 7, that crazy Game 7. And the Bruins players are, 2013 is on their minds. We got to be careful. We can't let that happen again. We can't let the Leafs win Game 5 and 6 again to force another Game 7. It'll be ironic if that happens again in Game 7. They jump to a 4-1 lead, which I highly will doubt. Because the Leafs, they don't have James Reiner anymore, and that was probably their best goalie. Um, but I do think however, I think we can do it. I mean, we just dominated games 1 and 2. I think we can beat them in Game 5. I mean, I'd probably be surprised if they win Game 5. If Toronto wins Game 5, Game 6 is gonna be, it's gonna be tough for the Bruins. They gotta win Game 6. If the Leafs win Game 6, another Game 7 forced, and God knows, Game 7 happens so quick, so fast. Your season gets taken away from you. Game 7s are important in the series, and Game 7 is just brutal. They make they make the players and fans nervous because, Game 7 what decides what teams move on. And, that broke the hearts of Leaf fans in 2013. They were so happy they had a 4-1 lead. They were so confident. And then, eventually the season just comes to an end, it's hockey, and honestly, if we lose Game 5, most likely it's going to go to Game 7 because Toronto's going to find ways to win at home, you know. But Game 7's in Boston. There's the advantage. If we win Game 5, we win the series, but if we lose, most likely we'll be forced to Game 7. Like I said, a Game 7 is really important in the series, and I remember I believe it was the Lightning, I can't remember. It was the Lightning and the Bruins in the Eastern Conference Finals in 2011. And, the Game 7 was so intense. The Bruins there wasn't a score until the third period. The Bruins beat the Lightning 1-0, I believe. Yeah, and then it was like 9 minutes in the third period. It was like scoreless in the first, and everyone got nervous. It was intense. I actually want to link you guys that match, game. It was really intense, game seven. Um, again, the Capitals and Rangers had rivalry. It was most of the time we'll go seven, but the game seven will be in Washington. But the Rangers have won game sevens in Washington before, and like I said, this is an example of how your season can end. The Rangers just blew the fuck out of the Capitals in the game seven. I remember a couple years ago in the playoffs. So Capital fans, so mad. It is what it is. This is why game seven are most important. Especially if you have home ice. So, but anyways, really good performance by the Bruins last night. I feel confident going into Game 5. We'll see what happens. But anyways, the Lightning. So round two will be Bruins and Lightning. That's gonna be a great matchup. That's gonna be Atlantic Division rival. I mean, like I don't really hate the Lightning. They're a great team, but people say that they took the Atlantic Division away from you guys. I mean, like we lost to the Florida Panthers for the first place, so it wasn't really. It was just a float. It was a fluke, but I mean, like. But anyways, Torrey Krug, Brad Marchand, and Jake DeBrus both have all three of them had goals in the win. Patrice Bergeron, obviously. Once again, Patrice Bergeron is a finalist for the something trophy. I can remember. He was out in Game 4 with a lower hip injury or something like that. So. But anyways, I'm Bruins Steel and I'm out. That's Go Bruins.